What is up, everybody? This is David Tress for theloveofplay.com, and I am here doing a spotlight video for Rust. And I've been mulling over how to do some video coverage of this game for some time, and I think it's going to sort of take form in a couple different types of videos. I think I wanted to do just a spotlight of sort of the early stages of the game. What you do when you first get in, surviving your first few nights, that sort of thing. And that's what this video is going to be. And also, Derek and I have been talking about doing an episode of TLOP co-op with it, which would probably be a more edited version or edited type of video. So you're going to miss out, and it won't be as much really showing you what the game's all about. It'll be more just about covering our experiences within the game. I wanted to do, we are starting in the middle of night. I'm on a server with about 50 players right now. And if you're unfamiliar, if you're totally sort of out of the loop when it comes to this game, it is a survival game. It is a first-person crafting survival game born out of a post-Minecraft world. You go around and collect rocks and lumber and food and build a home and a place to keep all of your stuff and protect yourself both from the dangers of the world, such as bears and wolves, and then also other players who are looking to, take you for all you're worth. And right now, we spawned right in the middle of the night, but I think, it'll probably become, the sun will rise pretty soon, but this gives us some time to chat a little bit. Rust is a really interesting game. The best explanation I've sort of found for it is that it is Civilization, but for but in like a first-person shooter form instead of a strategy game. You start with just a rock, some bandages, and a torch, and you are naked. You are totally naked. You have nothing else. You have your crafting list here. Sorry about all this. I don't think there's a way that I can disable the chat right now. So, but, that's part of the game. There's a lot of brutality in the world of Rust. I actually wrote a piece about how I think it's one of the most interesting game when it comes to morality, moral decisions, and attempting to play morally or just completely disregarding any decency to the rest of the player base. I can turn my torch on. I had not been doing that up until now because I didn't want to alert anyone to my location, because people in this game will just straight up kill you. Looks like there's some sort of a compound here. Oh, I think we're being pursued by a red bear. Hopefully we'll be okay in here. This is sort of, yeah, I think this might be a decaying building, but this sort of, oh, okay, that is, I think we're okay right here. Yeah, I believe this is a decaying building. So you can see someone has already been in here and taken, this is a furnace, you use that to smelt. Okay, and now we're getting some light. Okay, cool. One of the things about this game that's really interesting is that there is no state where your character is removed from the game. Like, once you log in, you are just there and until you're killed. You'll go to sleep, and that's why it is so important to build, a house or a fort or whatever you call it, that is capable of keeping you safe because you're going to log off inside of that. This guy, you know, here is a pretty good example of a of a stable, safe base. Oh man, there's a couple. Yeah, wow. Hopefully no one from that comes out and takes issue with me gathering some resources around here. So yeah, I was talking about this being a first-person civilization. So you tech up from having absolutely nothing and living in a wooden shack to living in metal compounds such as that, and you know, making Kevlar armor, fully automatic weapons, explosives. This game also is in alpha right now. It's an early access game. I think that is worth noticing because you can sort of see what's going on with my hands right now. Okay, so we're gonna get this. Right now our mission is to find a little bit of stone, an amount of wood, and then some food. You can see in the bottom right, we have our health, our food meter, and then our radiation meter. There's no real narrative dressing to the game of Rust. It's sort of just you're dumped into this island, and then there are some radiated areas. There's a road around part of the map. Okay, there's a person. And I think that person is definitely hacking because they are moving way too quick. Either that or they are an admin. But I'm not going to stick around to find out. So we have some stones right now. We really need to get food though. So I'm going to move into an area that's hopefully a little less populated, so I can sort of gather resources and food in peace. And I'll edit over the video until, you know, once I'm in that area, so you don't have to stick around because there's a lot of running in this game. Okay, so we, on our way over to finding a safer spot, we just came across a sleeping person. And this is where the moral decision making comes into play. This is probably just a character with nothing on him. Really just logged in, logged out. They're called sleepers. But we have a choice right now. We can bash his brains in, which I think we will, just to demonstrate that this is something we can do.
Hello, my little friend. What are you doing?
Oh, hello. So yeah, this is a person. Hello, can you hear me? I don't know if they can hear me. There's voice chat in this game, but
Have a good one, my little friend.
okay, so they're off doing something. I have no idea what's going on there. Let's keep doing this though. Okay, so yeah, they had nothing on them. Yeah, so that interaction we just had, I don't know if they're a hacker. I think they are probably admin, otherwise I'd probably be dead right now. I also do not know what's going on with my, whoa, here's some things. Alright, some boots, a bow. Okay, so this is the type of thing that you will sometimes come across. Is that everything of import? Cool. Yeah, I think what we'll do now is eat these pieces of chicken. I'm getting a little bit of lag. And retreat into the rocks and make some arrows for our newly found bow. We also got a pickaxe, which is great. There are pickaxes, there's hatchets. Pickaxes I tend to be my favorite. They are not the only thing that they sort of the area where they sort of suffer is that they can't really harvest from animals at a decent speed. Where are the arrows and our ammunition? There we go. So let's just make these stacks of arrows. Now I'm crafting, and you move at this speed when you're crafting. But yeah, now that we have a bow on us, this is sort of a, the interesting thing about this game is that, sure, there are playthroughs that you have where you craft just in the absolutely traditional, the traditional way of moving up the tech tree and sort of crafting item after item, and each item unlocks sort of a new amount of things that you now have access to, as far as what you can harvest and what you can make. Like there's a lot of things that require a workbench or a furnace to make, and we have neither of those things, so we're just locked out of those things. But you can sort of you can come up in different ways. We just found a person, and we found, like, I don't know what this is. We just found a person, and we're able to use their items that they had dropped to our benefit. And now we can come over here and take out some red animals. And this is another big part of the game, is that you have a set amount of things that are available to you just from the jump, but there are also blueprints in the game, and blueprints are found in radiated areas and from killing red animals. And a blueprint might be anything from explosive charges, better armor, different weapons, all those different things, or metal base parts. You need blueprints for that. So yeah, a big part of the game is sort of farming these animals and teching up from it. And you'll notice that part of the difficulty in this game comes from not having a reticule, like a cursor, which makes it a little bit tougher to, aim, find your target. So we're gonna do this for a little bit, and then we'll go cover the base building elements. And more boots. Let's put those boots on. How many more arrows do I have? I have 7 arrows left. Let's kill a few more of these animals. Hopefully find a gun or something. That would be nice. I just got a little too close to that wolf. I think I'm just gonna... Ooh, jeez. I'll, need to hit it one more time, and then it should take care of it. Woo! Pretty intense. Okay, so here's a blueprint, and we just found an F1 grenade. And an F1 grenade is the first item. It is pretty useless in traditional combat sense, or settings, but where it is useful is that it is sort of the first item that you get that allows you to raid bases. You can blow down metal doors and break into other people's houses through using them. It's not the most cost-effective way to break into houses. It takes 11 grenades to blow down a metal door, which is a lot and pretty expensive to make all of those grenades. So I'm going over here because I believe that there will be some wood. I'm going to check back in with you guys when I have secured enough wood to create a base. Alright, we have not found our wood yet, but I wanted to show you guys this. Some player had created, sort of walled off this section of road. So we have to find a way around it. there's a chicken. But yeah, so you can 100%, that is the strategy. You can sort of wall off sections of the world and make them inaccessible for other players. Now again, this game is in alpha. People are hosting their own servers. There's a lot of reasons as to why I'm sort of lagging around right now. Oh, there's a person over there. I think we'll leave him be. And okay, so we found a way around that gate. It was pretty ineffective, but yeah, it's something that players can do. We are gonna take this pig out. Okay. And I'm gonna... I just realized I only have this pickaxe to harvest from the pig, which is just about the slowest way that you can do it. Even the rock, I believe, is faster. So I'm gonna... excuse me. I am going to leave the pig. I'm gonna get this rock, though. But yeah, I'll check back in when I have my necessary materials to build the fort, or you know, if something else interesting happens. Oh, okay, so we were just harvesting some wood. We ran into this player. Looks like they are trying to kill us, maybe? I'm not sure what they're trying to do. We'll just run away and hopefully they'll leave us alone. Yeah, I think they are definitely trying to take us out. So this might be the end of our life in Rust, but you know, it's a fitting end if it is. This guy doesn't seem to be a great shot, so maybe we can lose him. Okay, so it looks like he was just, you know, chasing me off of his little plot of land. Great. So we'll get this wood, and then we will go and put together our little home. So now we are at a stage where we need to decide where to set up camp. There's lots of factors that can sort of, lead you to make a decision as to where you want to, you know, set up your roots. I think what's going to be the deciding factor for me right now is that, you know, I'm just going to set up the basic sort of wood fort, and that means that I'm going to have a wooden door, so I want it to be out of the way so that people aren't going to be less likely to just sort of run into it, and then hopefully they'll leave me alone. If I was to sort of set up shop down there in the valley, while I would be closer to resources and, you know, things that I need to progress in the game, that would mean that I'm going to be much more likely to be targeted by other players. So I'm going up into the mountains. And I don't want to be visible from the road. Okay. So let's see if there's a spot where we can be sort of tucked away from all this madness. Alright, look at this. This looks good to me. Oh, someone else had the same idea. Is this place still in use? Well, looks like it. Looks like there's someone in there. You can see through the slats. There's a man sleeping in there. So we need to maybe find a different spot. Oh, okay, there's some trees. Maybe let's go down here. I'm all for setting up shop in nature. Yeah, this looks good. This looks real good. Okay, perfect. And that tree can sort of be our landmark, so we can find this place again. Okay, cool. I'm gonna probably speed up this process, but first I'm going to make a wood shelter. Okay, so we now have everything built that we are going to need. We have our wood shelter, got a campfire, a door, a sleeping bag, and a storage box. What am I doing with this on still? Put that on. Okay. And we are going to assemble all of this now, and it's perfect timing. It's about to be nighttime, so it's a good thing that we got our shelter in order. I'm gonna set it right there. Put the door on. Now only I can open the door, but I can also change the lock and enter in a passcode if I wanted to share this residence with other people, and then they would just have to input the password once, and then from then on out they could have access to the house. So I'm going to set up a campfire. Let's show you how that works. You can throw some chicken on it. Right here, I'll split this up evenly, and then you ignite the fire, and then that'll turn into cooked chicken. And I will set down my sleeping bag right there. And a sleeping bag acts as a respawn point. You lose everything that you have on you when you respawn, but you'll come back to wherever you dropped your sleeping bag. And then this is our storage, which we can put precious items in, because there is no assurance that once you leave your house that you're going to be coming back, that you'll make it back with your same stuff. So this is how you secure your more precious items. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm happy with how this turned out. That is Rust, everyone. As I said, Derek and I will be playing some of this, and we'll start anew on a new server and sort of see how we fared, get into a little more of their mid-game, end-game type stuff. We'll try to do some raiding, definitely create some chaos for other players, which is, that's where the real fun of Rust lies. But this has been a Rust Spotlight, and I will see you all later.